Hello, I'll be going over the Multistate Outbreak Salmonella infections linked to pistachio nuts, and my name is Nicole Duncan. So what happened was that in 2016, the CDC and FDA identified a multi-state outbreak of Salmonella Montevideo and Salmonella Septemberg linked to pistachios produced by Wonderful Pistachios in California. This is an issue because it likely occurred due to processing. Salmonella can survive in low moisture foods like nuts for long periods of time. 11 states were affected, 11 confirmed illnesses, and most patients were adults, and 75% were female. Illness's onset ranged from December 2015 to February 2016, and the CDC traced the contamination to a specific processing facility through genetic sequencing. So looking at their solution, the outbreak required coordination between the CDC, FDA, and local health departments. And key factors played into this. The first one being economics, as pistachios are a major U.S. export. It's about a $1.6 billion industry. So recalls could cause significant losses and impacts to our economy. And there's also cultural and social impacts, as increasing demand for healthy snacks boosted nut consumption nationwide. There's regulatory factors as well, as the FDA was still implementing a Food Safety Modernization Act, which focused on preventative controls. If we do a SWOT analysis, one strength that they had was that they had rapid recall by the company, preventing further cases. One weakness is that they limited consumer awareness of nut-related salmonella, so their consumers weren't aware of the risk that they would be potentially getting salmonella. One opportunity that they had from this was to strengthen preventative controls and supplier testing. And one threat that this poses is that reoccurring salmonella outbreaks in low moisture foods could reduce consumer trust. A root cause of this problem was improper sanitation of equipment and storage conditions of processing pistachios, gaps in environmental monitoring, and preventative food safety culture within processing facilities. One alternative precaution would be to enhance environmental monitoring program. So this means creating a proactive system that searches for contamination before it spreads to food. So this could be swabbing and testing the facility. This way that instead of reacting to an outbreak, companies can now see warning signs early and correct them before it ever reaches consumers. A second alternative is looking at a social ecological model to explain multi-level prevention. So if we look at the individual consumer awareness about food recalls, organizational could be company sanitation and testing programs. Community would be shared responsibility between suppliers and retailers, and then policy is to strengthen FSMA enforcement for nut processors. Two recommendations that I have is to first mandate industry-wide environmental monitoring. So this could be requiring all low moisture food plants to test equipment and services for pathogens to detect and prevent contamination early. A second recommendation I have is to educate consumers and retailers about handling recalls. So this could be teaching shoppers and retailers how to identify, handle, and discard recalled foods quickly to prevent illness and ensure overall safety. So this action plan This action plan focuses on implementing an enhanced environmental monitoring program over the course of 1 year. So in month 1, the quality assurance team conducts baseline microbial mapping to identify contamination risks. Months 2 to 3, plant operations install a routine surface testing program, ensuring every zone, especially those with food contact areas, is regularly swabbed and tested for salmonella. At the same time, in month 3, HR and food safety officers train staff on proper sampling, sanitation, verification, and just record keeping. From month 4 to 5, management reviews data trends and adjusts cleaning procedures based on their findings. Then finally, a third-party inspector conducts an annual audit of results in month 12 to verify compliance. So this is just an overall structured plan ensuring prevention becomes a part of everyday operations, not just one after an outbreak. So to conclude, we're going to be looking at the 2009 peanut outbreak and how this compared to the Wonderful Pistachios outbreak. So the Wonderful Pistachios immediately recalled all affected products after the CDC and FDA traced the illnesses. They voluntarily shut down production, deep cleaned sanitized equipment, and redesigned their roasting processes to ensure a full thermal kill step for salmonella. They also launched a new environmental monitoring program and trained all employees on sanitation and record keeping. Because of this, like I mentioned, only 11 people got sick and no one died. Comparing to the 2009 Peanut Corporation, they showed consequences of ignoring contamination. PCA kept shipping product even after positive salmonella tests. They falsified lab results and ultimately caused more than 700 illnesses and 9 deaths across 46 states. Their executives faced criminal charges and their company was shut down permanently. So the key takeaway is just that honesty, preventative monitoring, and collaboration with regulators protect both consumers and companies. And these are my references. Thank you.